all.
No, I guess Rosebud is just a piece in a jigsaw puzzle.
The reveal of what Rosebud actually meant, and the fact that no one in the world of the film will ever understand it, comes as a profoundly emotional shock.
Rosebud.
Is his sled. It was his sled from when he was a kid.
Considering how many times this film has been parodied, there's no denying its cultural imprint, especially in today's nostalgia-obsessed climate.
Yay.
The shock of a lifetime. Jackie Chan is no stranger to death-defying stunts. The action star claims to have broken nearly every bone in his body, and that's not hard to believe if you've seen any of his movies. He's at Ridgemont High. In the history of cinema, no single moment has turned more boys into men than Phoebe Cates' slow-mo strut from the pool in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's pretty obvious why this is one of the most rewatched scenes of all time.
You know how cute I always thought you were.
And it's not just about a beautiful girl strutting around in a bikini. It's funny, too. After Brad's fantasy, the audience is then shown the cold, hard, embarrassing reality of the situation. For anyone who's ever been a teenager in love, this scene is relatable, iconic, and totally rewatchable. A real trooper. No one understands better than George Lucas how difficult it is to make a movie.
But I did have a vision, but my vision was way beyond what was possible. And I did the best I could.
He did so many things wrong in his original Star Wars trilogy that he went back in and fixed them. By fix, we mean, of course, jam the movie so full of special effects that audiences can barely find any trace of the original actors or sets in some scenes. But one iconic scene was actually improved by Lucas's meddling. Decades of jokes have been made at the expense of the poor stormtrooper who banged his head on the doorway. Lucas even added a bonk sound effect to emphasize the moment for the special edition release. The whisper heard round the world. Lost in Translation was one of the most original and oddly romantic movies to come out in years. However, it left audiences scratching their heads with its final scene. Bill Murray's morose acting legend is saying goodbye to Scarlett Johansson's lonely newlywed. While they share a wonderful friendship, it is clear that they'll never see each other again. Then, Murray leans in close and whispers something in Johansson's ear. You can hear that he's whispering, but what he actually said was too quiet for the mics to pick up. There are tons of theories, but it looks like whatever Murray said to Johansson is staying between them. Even director Sofia Coppola was kept in the dark. That mysterious whisper and the rest of this beautiful and poignant film has kept audiences coming back for over a decade. A head-spinning ending. There's nothing more maddening than an ambiguous ending. And no ambiguous ending was more maddening than that of Inception, Christopher Nolan's action-adventure dream heist. As Leonardo DiCaprio's dream thief Dom Cobb finally returns home to his children, he sets a top spinning on the dining room table. He runs off to greet his children, but the camera goes back to the top, which was established earlier in the film as a tool for Cobb to tell whether he was awake or still dreaming. If he was in a dream, the top would spin forever without falling. Just when the top is about to fall, the movie cuts to black. Nolan has never confirmed any of the extensive fan theories that have come up. Perhaps that's the point, trapping you in an endless loop where you will never know how the story ends. Or maybe it's just a cool ending. One morose munchkin. Following the yellow brick road sure is fun. That is, until you get old enough to start noticing what's dangling just through the trees. As familiar as The Wizard of Oz is to multiple generations of fans, one aspect of the film remained hidden to all but the most eagle-eyed viewers. For years, rumors circulated about a dead munchkin hanging from a noose in the background while our merry band of travelers skipped into the distance. The studio eventually denied this, claiming that it was just a bird. When the remastered version was released in 1998, the rumor was debunked, as the figure in the distance was, indeed, just a bird. Still, stranger things have happened somewhere over the rainbow. Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel, plus check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.
Won't do, you punk.
Listen, old man, you don't want to fuck with me.
Did you hear me? I said get off my lawn.
You fucking crazy? Go back in the house.
Yeah. I put a hole in your face and then I go in the house. And I sleep like a baby. You can count on that. We used to stack fucks like you 5 feet high in Korea. Use you for sandbags.
You better watch your back. Please.
Thank you.
Get off my lawn.
Come on, you ain't. You wanna live forever.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It's your fucking lightning light! Oh, that's okay. The fuck you looking at, old man? Huh?
Hell, these spooks out.
You better get your ass on, Hunky, while I still let you. That's right. What you better do.
Ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me.
You fucking crazy, man. Get out of here. Why don't you get your ass up out of here before I kick your old wrinkly white ass? Fucking news, man.
I said you something.
He got 8 fucking badges. I told you this cop thing don't work.
I blow you. Then I blow you.
Blow me? What the fuck? No. Hot me.
At the Middle East. I keep the war. I kill again.
Hot me, please.
I'm gonna
Hold
blow
on.
you.
Hot me.
Hold on.
Do you see the fucking emotion I'm going through right now? That means this shit is serious, okay? That means me and this motherfucker's not vibing right now. That's what that shit means, okay?
You got something on your chest?
I got something. This motherfucker.
Do you want something?
The guy's got a candy.
What do you want some? You want some bad enough, then you come get some. Wait. Hey, freeze!
Freeze, bitch.
Oh, shit.
I'm fucked. Now back up, put the gun down, and give me a pack of tropical fruit bubblicious. And some Skittles.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die. On these shields, boys. Remember this day. It will be yours for all time.
Yeah, you should see this sexy shit I got on.
Who the hell are you talking to?
I talked to Vargas and Root Reyes. They said that they down for whatever. This is a nice fish.
Big fucking eyes.
Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish. We need this market. You will be. You listen and learn, you will end up. Winning and win. This contract states this is your first you will attend all your classes and you will sit in the front row. Excuse me, did you say something?
Worm was wondering, are you some country church nigga with your tie on and all? What you trying to say, right?
And what is your name, sir?
I'm Timo Cruz. sir.
Well, Mr. Cruz and Mr. Murray, what you should both know is we treat ourselves with respect. We don't use the word nigga.
Are you some preacher man or some shit? Because God ain't gonna do you no good in this neighborhood.
Well, I live in this neighborhood, sir.
Sir, can you believe the company needs?
Sir. Okay, Mr. Cruz. Leave the jail.
For what?
I'll ask you one last time. Leave the gym before I help you.
Do you even know who I am?
You a scared young man.
Scared of who? Scared of you? I'm supposed to be scared of you? Nigga, I ain't seen a motherfucker. Y'all just raise your ass. Teachers ain't supposed to touch students.
I'm not a teacher. I'm your new basketball coach.
Say no.
Is there anybody else who's not feeling this contract?
Won't do our school contracts. Tell us when we the real bonus.
I will do that, sir.
There goes our 2 leading scorers from last season, man.
And I guess we'll have new leading scorers this season. Now, I cannot teach you the game of basketball until your conditioning is at a level that allows you to do so. Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline! I presume you all know what suicides are. So, I saw the St. Francis game the other night. None of you have a problem shooting the ball. You all had a problem getting up and down the court. If you are late, you will run. If you give me attitude, you will do push-ups. So you can push up or shut up. That's up to you.
Yo, how many we gonna do?
Sir,
Yo, sir, how many we gonna do?
let's see how many you can do in 1 hour and 7 minutes. Fellas, don't make me commit homicide. I said suicide. Put your hand on the line. Put your hand on the...
Okay.
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
Heavier than heavy, ode to a super heavy element. I'm super heavy and elemental, searching for an island of stability. Beyond the metal, I am alive for a fraction of a second. What an unforgettable life it is, yet they consider me a mere stepping stone on the way to their mythical heavier-than-heavy island of stability, arising from a sea of heavy atomic uncertainty, found nowhere on Earth. My life is entirely made of decay and sudden death. A stepping stone. In the realm of the super heavy, only traces of Neptunium and Plutonium have ever been detected in nature. I am so far beyond their infantile weight, see me, the ultimate fat man attraction down at the Carnival's cyclotronic lab, hurling heavies around 10 times per second crest. They've been dreaming of finding me since the 60s, the vanguard of these heavy metal times back in Berkeley, while you were all protesting some dumb war. The first theoretical thoughts of my fleeting existence were born, an isotope nearly beyond your detection. Simply observing me is enough to make me decay in less than a blink of a pulsar's eye. And I, alchemized from heavy plutonium bombardment inside the cyclotron's 88 inches of steel, heavier than heavy, I am practically a message from heaven. As I lived for almost 1/2 second before I split apart, crushed by my own weight of 114 protons. This ain't no disco, this ain't no party, this ain't no fooling around. In the radiomagnetic mind sweep, I leap out like Mercury the madman, astonishing and frightening stout scientists, while villagers sleep and dream of a lighter souffle. I am crushing scientific programs designed by mere mortal metal minds, never ventured into the realm of the super heavy taco number 114. That's protons, not neutrons. Christ, you can't even begin to account for my electrons crackling in the supermagnetic minefield's pulse, sweeping nuclear debris out the ass end of the mighty cyclotron's tilt-a-whirl carnival centripetal ride into hell and back. I decay, therefore I exist. As you have witnessed